This is a presentation of RVT Entertainment.
What's your name, ma'am?
Stacy.
Oh, Stacy. What do you do for a living, Stacy?
I work for a Christian publishing company.
If there's one thing I can't stand.
Listen up, slap nuts.
Sit down, dummy, I'm talking.
You know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true.
Oh, Randy!
He's fat! You f***ing numpty!
What are you laughing at, face? Shut your mouth.
The cream of the crop! Nobody does it better.
Hey, hi, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wrestle Cast, presented by RVT Entertainment on thebrokeninfinite.com, Podomad.com, YouTube, and wherever else we find this fine idea recording it live here on RVT Entertainment's official Twitch.tv channel. We talk about professional wrestling, both in the mainstream and the independent scene. My name is Matty Jay. Over there, that guy over there, that's TWK.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Friday the 13th edition of the Wrestle Cast.
You do realize that we're up against Joe Bob Briggs over at Shudder? Because they're doing the Christmas show, but since it's Friday the 13th, they just say, yeah, we'll do the marathon there. Huh. You guys can go ahead and watch that later. And OSW review. There's that. There's absolutely that.
I'm already halfway there. Halfway.
Good so far?
Oh, yeah, I'm at the Rumble match.
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Absolutely. So, we're not going to waste too much time. I mean, it's December. It's the shit stuff before we get to the good stuff, and the good stuff by the end of the year. By that I mean the best and the worst of 2019. I almost said 18 or 17 again. Whoops. But this year, this back half has presented so many things that it, like as usual, is going to be it's one of those things like, okay, things are going to change. But that's a story for a couple of weeks from now. Tonight, though, this is a weekend. If you folks want wrestling, well, you're certainly going to get it. We can't really vouch for the quality, except maybe Natural Wrestling Alliance, which has their show tomorrow. But I mean, you got Ring of Honor tonight. We'll cover the card, which is currently in progress as of right now. We got tables, ladders, and chairs in case you're interested in putting yourself through hell in the next for about 3 or 4 hours. I mean, nothing wrong with that. And we have new stuff and things, including releases. Yeah, WWE releases. That's on top of the news, unless something else happened that is of urgent need to discuss. D-Dub?
Yes.
Is there anything else we need to discuss? Well, but there's probably more things we need to discuss.
Well, there's, I think, a pay-per-view Sunday.
We have a pay-per-view Sunday, tables, ladders, and chairs. That we did mention.
And
that
stairs?
Someone will get bumped into stairs, I'm sure, but I don't think that is a official stipulation.
Stairs
anymore.
Stairs match.
God damn it, Mike. You had to bring that gimmick in a few years ago, and god damn it. Anyway. That being said, we have winners and losers. We got an email and all that good stuff. And we got you folks in the audience as well. You can see your chat scrolling it up on the side here on the screen. We're live as per usual. That being said, time for Clip of the Week. And I'm not going to lie. Clip of the Week is Maxwell Jacob Freeman. And in my humble opinion, and it may change in a couple of weeks, though, I doubt it. So I have a few promos I think are on the list too.
Don't you mean your lexicon?
That's true. Jericho did correct. He kicked off. He kicked out Excalibur. We'll get to that. In case you haven't watched AEW yet, folks, we're about to spoil it for you, only slightly, of course. But to the point I was trying to make, MJF, he's just shooting for heel of the year. He may very well get. I said it right there. He might have just cut promo of the year. Here, I present you the evidence forthwith. Take a listen.
Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, I'll be the first guy to admit it. You are without a shadow of a doubt one of the greatest wrestlers of this generation. And with a microphone in your hand, bud, you are absolutely untouchable. Well, with the exception of one guy. And of all the people to open your mouth about, you decided to talk about that one guy. Well, to quote a legend, bud, you do not throw rocks at a man with a machine gun, and when my mouth opens, these bullets don't miss. Now, Cody, I heard your little business proposal, and it was really cute. Don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed it. But, Cody, I don't need your crap, man. And I damn sure don't need your money because like all of these swine, unlike all of them, I got enough money to last me a lifetime. What I need from you, Cody, is for you to suffer. But there was one line you decided to say, Cody. You decided to call me a knockoff Chris Jericho. Oh, you guys like that, huh? You guys thought that was funny. Yeah. What an amazing disc, Cody. You must have stayed up for hours on end, sweating just to think of that zinger. I mean, honestly, amazing. Is it because of my scarf, Code Man, huh? Yeah? The same scarf that you and these morons so boldly claim is fake? Oh, good. Let's talk about that word fake. It's very apropos, Cody, that you use that word fake, because when I think of the word fake, I think of you. I think of that platinum blonde hair that looks like a cat pissed on it. I think of those Gary Busey-esque beaver teeth that I could land a helicopter on. And I think of all the times you look at these fans and claim you care about them. Well, guess what, Cody? I'll give you this. There's one thing about you that's very real. And that's your shitty little lisp. Oh, thuckerin' thuckataz, Cody. I'm so sorry. Did I offend you, huh, bud? Oh, are you guys upset? What are you gonna do, Cody? You gonna try to fire me? You're gonna pull Tony Khan over the side and get me fired? Well, how about you do that, Cody? How about you fire me? Oh, wait, that's right. You won't. Because the one thing you want most in this world, Cody, is to get your hands on me, isn't it? And to top that off, you'd be letting down each and every single one of these people who you claim to care about, because what they want more than anything is to see us go at it. So you people want to see MJF versus Cody Rhodes, huh? You people want to see it? Let me hear it, huh? Well, guess what, Cody? You're on! But. Cody, I got a couple of stipulations here, bud. And I'll tell you those stipulations, but I'm not gonna tell you those stipulations here in Honkyville, USA, Texas. You guys got a problem with the truth, huh? Ow, guys. Ow. Cody. I'm going to give you the stipulations in Jacksonville. Oh, and one more thing before I leave, Cody. I want you to really look on me. Cameraman, really zoom in here. I know you're back there like a pit bull on a leash, foaming at the mouth. Just praying to God someone's gonna release you. But here's the thing, bud, and I want you to remember this. I'm in control now, not you. Because I'm better than you, and you know it.
Somehow, I get the feeling the audio doesn't do it justice. Full arrogance, not only vocally, but you could see it in the arrogance. He had complete control of that crowd. He's turning 24 next year. Heel of the year. He might have just cut promo of the year. In fact, I called promo of the year, though. I'm going to listen to a couple more before we get to the actual stuff, but I will tell you. MJF's at the top of the lexicon. Yeah, Jericho kicked out Excalibur because last week, I don't believe you know what you believe the word it means. The next week, Jericho was like, I kicked him out of here because Lexicon's a list of people, and he's on my lexicon now. Anyway.
And of course,
you watched it live like I did.
And of course, Jericho's always had a grudge against Shivani for many years, so it all makes sense.
It all makes sense. I had some issues with the TSN. It kept going dark and not dark, and it faded black like that. And I missed. I believe they meant to censor out the shitty list part, and they caught 30 seconds of that promo on the TSN version. Thankfully, I was able to watch the whole thing later, but.
Yeah, that did not happen on the TNT version. It's weird. Like, TNT was a version that was having issues for a while. Now it's the TSN version.
I don't know what to tell you on that one. Apparently,
TV networks, get your stuff together.
Apparently, someone at TSN that evening thought too many swear words. But we put the disclaimer. And this TSN has both TSN and Sportsnet have like this happen on wrestling where they put a disclaimer saying these are professionals. There might be some language. Viewer discretion is advised at the end of every commercial. Like 30 seconds.
We gotta protect the children there, Matty. Gotta protect them.
You know, Carlin said it best. What about the children? Save the children. What about the children? Go say fuck the children. Anyway.
Go Carlin.
Yeah, you gotta love Carlin on that one. So yeah, Jungle Boy. So we have the clarification. Jungle Boy, Chris Jericho, not for the AEW World Title.
As I said last week.
It's been clarified, though. It's weird because the promo said it must be defended at least one more time.
No, Jericho said that he must have one more contractual match.
It was misconstrued, and I wasn't the only one. They corrected it this week by saying it's Jungle Boy versus Chris Jericho. But the main event for AEW next week will be SCU versus Young Bucks. And over on NXT, it's a double whammy of Baszler, Rhea Ripley, and Finn Balor versus Adam Cole. Now,
to me, if they're going to do a women's title change, make that the main event.
That's what I would think. Because here's the thing. Brian Alvarez, I've taken a habit of watching Brian Alvarez's stuff on YouTube. That's basically snippets and clips from their podcast, which it's behind a paywall. Boo. But you get a digital version of the Wrestling Observer newsletter, so bonus, I guess. But that's beyond the point of what I'm talking about here. he had mentioned, one of the co-hosts mentioned, why put Keith Lee in the first place? Because Keith Lee ate the pin. I didn't see it otherwise.
It is an interesting decision.
It is. I don't people. I think that the general vibe I get it from most critics, most people who are like myself at T-Dub, do this for a living or try to do, or in our case, trying to do this for a living. The general opinion I get is you're going to hurt Keith Lee. Personally, someone had to eat the pin on that triple threat. And honestly, I think they're smart enough to realize Keith Lee is a big star. He's charismatic enough. A win either next week or on the first week back from holiday break will fix him up just fine. He'll be fine. And that's my personal opinion. And another opinion, why Balor over Ciampa? Well, Ciampa might wrestle for it in February, with Keith Lee facing insert other main event NXT talent here for the number one contendership in the February takeover. At least that's how I see it. But I'm with you on that one. I think if you're going to do a big title change to finish the night right, I'd say lead off with the NXT title right off the bat to let the folks know, hey, we're not fucking around. And the women's title as the main event. I completely agree.
That and the women's title hasn't main evented a show in a long time.
Been a while.
Some other notes here. First off, rest in peace to wrestling legend Rene Goulet.
Yeah, that happened yesterday.
No, yesterday was when the news broke, but
the
he
news broke yesterday.
All the way back in May.
Whoa, and the news broke. Wow, okay.
Yeah, because yesterday was the first time that they made it public.
Wow, that. Look, I understand. As someone who have just lost a loved one not 2 months ago, I understand the need for privacy. That's completely understandable. But May to December, fair enough. To each his own. Hell of a long time to keep it private.
Yeah, and Renee had, he had quite a few accomplishments, and he was a key jobber, for a long time. And I remember watching a lot of his matches on WWE's old Classics On Demand service gimmick on cable.
Yeah,
and he was featured a lot in for jobber matches when they were doing their MSG shows back in the 80s.
He was a key competitor, a key cog in the company, and he had become a key agent / official for the WWF as well in the early days. So much so that OSW had did a running gag with. Actually, I think I have the button in question, and I do.
Warzone alert!
Warzone alert! So a key running gag in OSW history. So. You saw it that if you've watched OSW, you'll see what they paid tribute to him with that signature. So, our condolences to the family, obviously.
Yes, and some other not so great news. Piper Niven, NXT UK superstar, suffered Bell's palsy attack this week.
Rest well, right? Rest up, get better soon. That's all I could say there.
Yeah, she is a fantastic athlete, and she is making the best of this. She's looking on the bright side of things, like being able to do people's eyebrow. So it's good that she's keeping a good mind of it all, and hope that she recovers and does well, because she is a fantastic wrestler.
Absolutely.
And on better news, speaking of title changes, NXT opened up with one as Angel Garza defeated Leo Rush for the Cruiserweight title.
And what I thought was
an excellent match, actually. Yeah, these two, putting the cruiserweights in NXT was the best decision they've ever made because that crowd was red hot for it.
That crowd was hot for them, and it stayed hot for them at the end. That's a good crowd. My question is, why are you keeping up with 205 Live?
Yeah, just take 205 and just put it in Full Sail. Just do that.
Yeah, that's a great opening first hour. You know, you bring everybody for 6:30. You do the taping there. And then if you want to do it, like the main event of 205 Live, it becomes NXT on USA for whatever the match you want to put up first. It just makes sense, you know.
I'll say either that or keep it on the network, but like still record this stuff at Full Sail.
It's a better crowd. It's a flat out better crowd, as proven from that match. And you know, we should probably congratulate Angel Garza for getting he's won the title. What are you gonna do? He's not going to Disney World. Well, if he is, he's bringing his fiance.
Yeah, like it seems like every wrestler goes to Disney World that's at NXT. It's a guarantee, essentially. I wonder if that's like one of the perks. Like, hey, here's your contract. Here's your permanent pass to Disney World.
You know what? We should ask John or Ace about this. They're Florida residents about that. I think it's a case you have to be a Florida resident to enjoy a discount, I guess. I don't know. Something to ask.
These NXT wrestlers, they are technically residents of Florida.
It is food for thought on that one, man.
Indeed. And like I said, like every time we see the cruiserweights on NXT, they get 1,000,000% better reaction than they do when they're on the main roster and they have to follow Smack.
I mean, don't get us wrong. The thing is nice, but it's you know the hey, you got the nice set and everything, but dead crowd is a dead crowd. They had an awesome crowd on Wednesday.
Yeah, it's because the crowd's already had to sit through 2 hours of SmackDown, and so when they asked everyone to stay around for 205 Live, number one, half the crowd is empty. Number two, the people who are there, like half of them are still sitting on their hands. So they only got like a quarter of the crowd alive and going when the show starts.
Let's put it this way: when I was in Toronto for SummerSlam weekend, that last night, I stuck around for SmackDown. I did not stick around for 205 Live. I had to get home because my train. I had a 7:00 train and a 40-minute Uber, so I had to get home just to get a modicum of sleep. And I had to pack up my shit.
Moving on over to Impact, RVD is starting a feud with Brian Cage, and this was done in such a dickish way. So Brian Cage is being interviewed by Jimmy Jacobs, and Brian is just pouring out his heart, talking about how he's had these a string of failures. He went from being this unbeatable monster to now just having loss after loss, and now he's having just this trouble in his brain. What do I do with my life now? And then out in the corner of the pitch, you just see RVD with his girlfriend just storm right in and just start making out on the couch.
I saw that clip. I thought that was a blooper. Oh no!
Yeah,
so that's the basis. That's the nucleus of the of the feud.
Yeah,
Rob
RVD
Van Dam,
like,
as usual, not giving a fuck.
Yeah, like I am loving the new heel RVD. It's just not giving a fuck about anything. And earlier the night, he beat Rhino in a match, and then afterwards attacked Tommy Dreamer. Also,
okay.
I need to talk about a segment that happened on Impact this week. Wrestler's Court!
Yeah, with Joey Ryan. Okay, so for those who don't know, Wrestler's Court is basically a kangaroo court set up backstage to settle beef within wrestlers. It's a shoot thing. It's essentially, if you're found guilty, you owe someone that much, or you need to pull a prank, or you owe approximately one dump truck full of booze.
You'll need to pay me 2 12-packs of Budweiser.
No, not Budweiser. No.
So that way, everyone will rest in peace.
No, Undertaker's a Jack Daniels kind of guy, though.
I probably. I just want to make that joke because everyone says Budweiser tastes like piss water.
Well, and it is. It does. It does,
that segment happened, and Joey Ryan was accused of breaking kayfabe, exposing the business, and not being a good brother.
Who accused him of that?
Johnny Swinger.
What?
Yeah, it was fantastic. So Johnny Swinger, since they brought him back, has been doing this whole, Carney gimmick of constantly using insider terms, and he even speaks with Carney language. Like, he was like, Joey, give me my pizzles.
You know what? A thought of this does occur to me. A sentence of getting a 2-4 of Budweiser is a better sentence than going to Detroit.
No, not Detroit. No, please. Anything but that.
Thank you, Monastery, for that. Okay. That's my cheap joke. I'm going to move on. But, okay, so Johnny Swinger versus Joey Ryan?
No, like what was interesting. What the best part was, after the end of the trial, Joey Ryan gives this impassioned speech about how the business needs to evolve, and it was just an amazing, like, heartfelt. And then at the end of it, after it was all over, guilty. Also, Tommy Dreamer was the judge.
Somehow, I get the feeling they're throwing that shit to Jim Cornette.
There was a reference to Jim Cornette by Joey Ryan.
Huh. That is a thing.
It was overall super, really.
And Mike Shell in the chat, how crazy is it when Joey Ryan is the voice of reason in the room?
It was just, it was the greatest of things. I just like, this one of the moments where Impact just goes off the deep end, just goes absolutely batshit crazy, and that's when it's at.
Yeah, that's absolutely.
Also, guess who showed up to testify against him?
Oh,
Some of the people who showed up to testify against him. One of them was of course Madison Rain. Another one was, of all people, Brutal Bob Evans.
Let me guess, he was the old school veteran analog for this particular piece. No, he's breaking the rules, he's breaking kayfabe and all that shit.
It was fantastic.
Unbox Live, they should have gotten Mia Khalifa. No, because
Also,
one look at Joey Ryan is like, you're about to make porn jokes, you clods.
Also, the sentence Joey Ryan got, next week he has a one-on-one match against AC Romero.
I mean, fair enough, okay.
So I guess next week we're going to see a big old dude take a dick flip.
And people are like, wait, he's a big old dude. Yeah, AC Romero is one of the biggest wrestlers. He is also pretty good at flying for a big dude of his size.
Yeah, like he even had a match on this week's Impact, and you should have heard me and Shin just react to him just flying over the ring.
So people say, no, he's not going to be able to do it. Joey Ryan's not going to be able to dick flip AC Romero. I've seen him in MLW. A front flip bump. That's nothing.
And
that is nothing.
And of course, Maxwell brings up also D'Lo.
Damn it, D'Lo. Yep.
Also, AEW announced their next pay-per-view, Revolution.
Yeah,
taking place in February.
So Takeover and Revolution will be in February. Usually kind of a dull month on the road to WrestleMania now because the addition of a Takeover and AEW's next pay-per-view. Now February just got real Interesting.
Also, you'll be happy to see. I think I'm sure you were as happy as I was to see how good Butcher and the Blade looked on it AEW this week.
You know, I've heard reviews of they still don't know. There's a couple of botches there, though. That one big botch, unfortunately, came from Cody, of all people. It happens. It happens to the best of them. But they looked good. I will say this, though. I think they're starting to do a better job of handling the Dark Order. I think instead of introducing them to TV now, they should have said, okay, you're under contract, but we're going to do these vignettes before we actually introduce you. That probably would have worked better.
Possibly, but I think the main thing they want to do is, because the Young Bucks are friends with the Smash Bros, they wanted to bring them in so they could do these pay-per-views, so that way they're somewhat introduced to the audience before they go to TV.
Oh, they're doing a better job with them now with the Dark Order, be at all. Butcher and the Blade did awesome, in fairness to them. But I keep saying, Butcher and the Blade, we don't know him, we don't know why they bring him up. Give them time. This is a marathon, people.
Yeah, sometimes it's good to have just a slow burn of introductions.
And a win over Cody Rhodes and QT Marshall is a good thing.
Also, during the entrance, QT tossed the apple to Cody so he could take a little bite out of it. Pretty good catch.
That was nice. That was nice.
Also, congrats to Big Swole for getting signed. If you guys haven't seen the little mini documentary thing they did on her for AEW Dark this week, watch it. It's great.
Absolutely worth it. They haven't done one for Chris Statlander, but we did cover her. So both her and Big Swole, we covered that last week. So that documentary is worth a watch as well.
And she had one hell of a match this week with Emi Sakura.
Yeah, people were giving that the worst match of the night for AEW. I'm like, whoa. It wasn't that bad of a match.
I thought they did really well. I was totally into it, and the crowd was red hot for it.
Crowd was good for it. I don't know if red hot's the right word, but the crowd was there for it.
The people that the crowd seemed to be the most red hot for are Jon Moxley, Kenny Omega, and Cody. Those three people. Those three were getting main event level reactions, like Steve Austin level pops.
And people were showing empty seats. It's like, yeah, you show them empty seats, fair enough. But at the same time, everyone's got empty seats nowadays. Doesn't make AEW any special or any bad.
Here's the thing, though. Imagine this. We have a company that can sell as many seats in an arena as WWE. Think about that. Think about how amazing that is still.
And they were still able to sell out 10,000 seaters. And they're back in Chicago and a new building in conjunction or across from a major convention in Chicago, C2E2. That's not bad. That's smart.
Yeah, they're doing some good cross promotion. And of course, with people like Kenny and Cody, big gamers there.
Yeah.
Cindy doing really well, and of course, Young Bucks and Proud and Powerful had one hell of a street fight. Some people may have thought it went a little excessive. I've heard a lot of people say it went a little excessive with the table bumps. Maybe they did.
Okay, first off, I think they were doing that on purpose. Table after table after table, because you know what gets better? Viral. What's better than attention? Viral attention. They're doing it for the GIFs.
Peanut butter?
GIFs, whatever.
That's never going to get old in my mind.
God damn it. But they were doing it for the GIFs. They were doing it for the tweets. They're doing it for your attention.
They're doing it for The Rock.
Jesus Christ. Rock's done in wrestling, but I doubt they'll get The Rock, D-Dub. And I know that was a joke, but Jesus, can you imagine if Dwayne Johnson shows up on AEW? Even a cameo situation?
I think that would be the exact moment where Vince McMahon shits his pants.
Because here's the thing. The Rock is only bound to the WWE by loyalty. There's, all they're doing, WWE's taking the advertising money, obviously, but they're glad, they take it gladly because they're supporting their boy. Their Hollywood boy. And again, this is pure speculation and me being fantasy booker all over again, so. But back on the Young Bucks and Proud and Powerful, and as Mike Shaw brought up, Table City, bitch. All of the... How many tables did they use in that match? Yeah. All of the tables. All of them. All the tables. Your table over there? Broken. My table here? I had to fix it.
And some interesting news is that AEW and NXT, for the first time ever,
They
got
tied.
an exact tie this week.
They tied 778 both ways. It's again, video that was released today. Brian Alvarez couldn't believe that shit. I mean, he had to triple check that number. But yeah, 778 apiece.
Which, to me, the best thing about that is that still means that over 1 million people are watching wrestling on Wednesday nights.
People are going, oh, this is bad. They still went down. AEW sucks. NXT. Okay, but for you folks being tribal about this shit, it's good wrestling. You should shut the fuck up about it.
It's good
That's
wrestling, and over 1 million people are watching it every week. That's fantastic.
And people said, but over 2 million were watching at the beginning. True, but it's the holidays, number one. There are some people who like to shop late. Or, they have other shit to do. There was other shit on TV too, folks. They're competing, not just competing against each other, they're competing against everything. But NXT still won, AEW still won the big demo, the 18-48. And you know what? A tie is not a bad thing. Unless you're Homer Simpson, and in this case, they're both for losers! Losers!
Also, Matty, I've been watching Matt Hardy's YouTube channel.
I have.
He's officially this week brought back the deletion gimmick.
And WWE missed the boat on it.
And with his contract coming up in just about a month in, maybe some change?
Just
maybe?
about, yeah, just about.
Month or two?
Month or two.
I could see him leaving the company and pursuing the broken gimmick elsewhere. And I honestly hope he does, because that gimmick still has some mileage left in it.
And unlike the people who got released where they get the 90-day thing, he runs out his contract. He's free as a jaybird.
Oh yeah, ain't nothing they can do. They can't touch him.
And he's got the trademark, copyright, all that stuff to the broken stuff. All you have is Woken.
And here's the best part. Matt Hardy already has all the money he needs, so he can literally work at any company he wants. Because he doesn't need the money at this point.
And considering the change of management from Impact, he could come back.
He could. He could go to Impact. He could go to AEW. He could go to MLW. He could start his own Lucha Underground. Okay, maybe he doesn't have that kind of money. You know what I mean?
That's a little bit of a stretch, but he could. But no, he could go to the Broken Universe on a Tony Khan budget, folks.
The thing is, AEW, they would allow him a lot of leeway because, according to people like Darby Allin, like Cody, and many other people that work there, they've said that the main reason they love working there is the fact that there's just so much creativity allowed with people's characters. They're like, is this people are like, okay, what would your character do here? What would your character do here? Just go out there and just be whatever your gimmick is.
And, Jeff Hardy's contract it goes a little longer, so you could actually introduce it, passively over time. But, I think a lot of people, we have to talk about Jeff Hardy. I believe they extended Jeff's contract because of stuff.
Because of his injuries.
It's because of his injuries, but I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing because considering Jeff Hardy's history, he could use that extra time just to heal up and go to rehab or do whatever he needs to do to be back to being good again.
Yeah, apparently the company told him to go to rehab, and Jeff Hardy accepted and is seeking treatment as we speak, it seems. So best of luck for him to recover.
People saying Jeff Hardy's back in prison. No, that's not a bad for back in a prison-like state situation. It's like, no, this is actually not exactly a bad thing. But for Matt, it's like you've wasted the broken gambit. Well, maybe not wasted, squandered, because they didn't exactly waste them. They just fucked up doing a main event thing. But then again, it was never meant to be a main event thing. It was supposed to be more of a comedy gimmick, which is what it had become, and it gave us the ultimate deletion. So, and in fairness, you cannot top Final Deletion and Tag Team Apocalypto. There's no way to do that. But WWE gave it they gave it the time of day, and they gave us two wonderful things: the Halloween special and the final delete, the ultimate deletion with Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy.
So before they aired that, don't forget that they had Michael Cole bury it on air before it even started airing. They had
which is why I still say they fucked. Which is why I still say they fucked it up hard. Michael Cole was burying that shit ever since Matt Hardy broke on WWE TV.
Yeah, because Michael Cole is the voice of Vince McMahon, and Vince didn't get it, so he had his lead play-by-play guy bury the babyface.
I don't know what Matt Hardy's intentions are after his run with WWE, after he goes to WWE, but if he goes to AEW, Lord help us, he might be AEW World Champion by the end of next year.
I wouldn't mind that, even if it's only for a few months.
It'll probably be for a few months, but it's a case of, yes, it was a red hot act in 2016, and it was pretty much frozen cold, but there are people who still do the delete chant. They were doing the delete chant when Matt Hardy was wrestling as Attitude Era Hardy. There's still some steam on that.
Yeah, and if there's anyone that can manifest that and take advantage of whatever momentum is left there, I think it would be Matt Hardy.
Hardy's still got a few ideas in his head. The Hardys have always been a creative bunch, as you saw there. AEW is more sports-centric, so I don't know if they'll let him go for it, but we're talking about the place that has the Dark Order and the Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy.
That's true. And the Nightmare Collective, who have a mystery member that Brandy doesn't want revealed yet. All we know is that he is bald, which can only mean one thing. Simon Miller to AEW
Dude, if that is the case, Simon Miller's a fucking winner and Rookie of the Year.
I was joking.
I know, but... yeah, but you say that. You say you're joking, but a couple weeks from now or next week or next year or whatever, he shows up, you called it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to give all of you a brown down. Also, Enigma wants him to go to New Japan. I'm not sure if Broken Matt would work in New Japan, but I guess they could try.
I mean, it's worth a shot, but I don't think it would work. Like the broken gimmick in a place that favors realism more than anything else, sports realism.
Well, they do have Evil. They have Evil.
They do have Evil. But that's a one feud. You could have Hardy work with Liger, but by the time Hardy is out and free, Liger is done. Retired.
Bring back Captain New Japan.
Oh, you're funny. And Jay Coggins, haven't they already ID'd the mystery guy that was in that promo? Have they? Have we? I don't think we... if they have, I have not seen it.
I have not. I have not looked at nothing yet. I'm waiting for them to reveal it themselves, so that way not to spoil the mystery.
There
Because
you go.
evolution is a mystery.
Full of dreams that no one sees.
By the way, Matty,
Uh-huh. Yep.
have you ever wanted to see an independent professional wrestler a part of a national video game?
The thought has come to mind a few times. Yes.
Then Retromania Wrestling is about to make one wrestler's dream come true, as they are now as they have now launched Indie Mania.
Ah, so the search for one independent wrestler. Okay.
Here we go. Retrosoft Studios is announcing Indie Mania, type of competition that has never been done for a professional wrestling video game before. 32 independent wrestlers from around the globe will compete in a 5-round tournament to decide who will join the likes of the Road Warriors, Tommy Dreamer, and more in Retromania Wrestling. And of course, this excludes people from WWE, AEW, Impact, and MLW, as well as Ring of Honor.
Really? So they're not going to... MLW and Ring of Honor are out. That's strange.
Yep. Independent wrestlers currently signed to World Wrestling Entertainment, All Elite Wrestling, Impact Wrestling, the National Wrestling Alliance, Major League Wrestling, and Ring of Honor are not eligible to participate. And also, they're taking suggestions from the fans on social media as to who they want. I've already put in my nomination. The future star of wrestling. He is not only a star, he is a Starhausen. It's, you love him, Danhausen. Love that, Dan.
That is an excellent choice. Mine simple. Speedball Mike Bailey. In fact, send me a link to that. I will do that as soon as we're done.
Oh, yeah. And just
that needs to be done. Speedball Mike Bailey.
And of course, this isn't the final announcement for the roster. They still have 1 or 2 left to announce.
Yeah, and it is being released next year. So, first quarter next year, last time I checked. So, plenty of time.
My excitement for this just keeps going higher and higher.
And that's Nintendo Switch. That could be a day one purchase for me as well.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be good stuffs.
Mm-hmm. All right, what is next?
That is all the news I have this week.
All right, so Brimstone Sean on Facebook, he tagged us in a little something here. He wants to know our thoughts on the following. So Brian Alvarez, as I mentioned before, he noted that the following regarding the 2020 Royal Rumble matches. The idea, so this is quote, the idea of the Royal Rumble, and God only knows if things could change, and they could change a lot more depending on if AEW is winning or losing at this point. But the plan was Royal Rumble men's and women's matches will be 30 spots. 10 spots going to Raw, 10 to SmackDown, 10 spots to NXT. That was the plan, end quote. He's been wondering about that. Now, there are some early Vegas odds. According to skybet.com, Velveteen Dream is the early betting odds on favorite to win the men's Rumble. As for the women's Rumble, Ronda Rousey is the early odds on favorite. I will see... I'll believe Ronda's return when I see it on that case.
No.
Grain of salt on this one. By the way, this is from courtesy NoDQ.com and F4WOnline.com. Velveteen Dream
Yes,
in the Rumble, in the match, yes. Winning the Rumble match, hold on a minute. There's a few guys I'd like to see win before Velveteen Dream. I like the Velveteen Dream, but keeping him in NXT. Have him have a run in it with the NXT title before you even try to fuck him up in the main roster.
Wait a minute. What if this is their way to fully elevate the NXT title by having someone win the Rumble and challenge for the NXT title at Mania?
Jesus H. Christ. Main event WrestleMania NXT title?
I don't think they would main event it because this
is Vince McMahon. If this was Triple H, I'd be like, maybe, but no, Vince would not allow that to happen.
The main event goes to Brock Lesnar and this Fury boxing match.
Yeah, and by the way, you were saying no because of Ronda Rousey. I don't believe it either. That's like, why would
No,
you?
just no, don't do it. Don't do it.
What? But didn't she, like, quote unquote, retire from wrestling on Total Goddamn Divas?
She better stay away. By the way, also I forgot to bring up the fact that Paige has a lot of the same complaints that I've been having this past year. More specifically, where the fuck is Evolution 2?
Yeah, how about, yeah, where is Evolution 2?
There's a mystery.
This evil Reverend, this Fury boxing, man. You gotta chuckle. But yeah, but I will say this, though. I will say this.
Oh, by the way, Evil Rev, you're laughing. That's actually one of the rumored opponents for Brock Lesnar to defend the title against Mania. What the fuck?
And they just and Kofi's back there taking it like a man. If I'm Kofi Kingston, I'm seeing this shit. I'm stomping into Vince's look. I'm happy. I'll keep positive. But if I don't, like, if I'm him, I'm in that office. I'm going. Let me at least vent here, because what the fuck are you thinking? Are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm just
get him out of here. Jesus.
Yeah, like
Tyson Fury versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship. Fuck you.
Yeah, like the rumored opponents for Lesnar Mania, it's either Tyson Fury or a rematch with Ken Velasquez.
Fuck you twice.
It's like I said.
Could someone please tell him to fuck off as chairman now?
Yeah, you don't need the championship for these attraction matches because, like, the whole gimmick is the attraction. You don't need the.
By the way, the only reason I'm not taking a shit on the dog food angle from last week is because Punk had a very good explanation as to why it was a good idea. Like, he defended that on backstage. I'm like, all right, fair enough.
Let me know. What was the defense for that shit?
It's a wrestling thing. It's a way to get heat. Generally speaking.
Punk, you disappoint me.
It's one of those things you have to watch the whole clip for yourself. Like, I couldn't do it justice.
Philip, sit in the corner.
Hey, look, he went back to taking a shit on other people. Okay, he said, look it. So he said he understood it. It's Baron Corbin, so he understood it, but he understood it and he partially defended it. But that's not the point, by the way. That's the only reason I'm not taking a shit that hard on the dog food angle. Okay, it's still a stupid fucking angle. But again, Vince McMahon, 2019, one of the last shows of the year, he's ending the decade with dog food for the big dog. Fuck you, Vinny. Get out! Get out! You're fucking up your own product. You're making yourself look like a bigger snake oil salesman than you already were.
And let's not forget stuff like the dog mascot and the poop bags.
If you're not careful, Fox will send your ass back to FS1 with 100,000 people watching at night. Do you want that? Because the minute that happens, the board's going to kick your ass out.
Like I could have sworn that the reports were saying that SmackDown was supposed to be a more sports-centric program.
Yeah, and we're ending one of the last shows of 2019 with dog food.
Get out!
It's so depressing. And I do agree, JC, that would be nice if Kofi or Keith Lee won. That would also be nice.
Yeah, Keith Lee would have been nice to have won, but I don't know.
I know how he could win, too. I know how he could win. It's down to, like, Keith Lee and, let's see, who else? Who's a big person that they currently have under contract? Who's the big heel that they have?
A mind comes, you know what? Fuck it. Baron Corbin.
Yeah, and it's down to Keith Lee versus Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin goes to run off the ropes. Keith Lee dodges it, goes off the perpendicular ropes, and pounces him out of the ring.
With the crowd going, oh, basket is glory.
Don't you forget about Keith. No, don't.
This week
I want
was.
to hear that at WrestleMania.
Thank you, Cultaholic.
Thank you, Cultaholic, and thank you whoever played that on the screen, because it's starting to get over. You got anything else?
Well, I was gonna say, I will say this: if nothing else, 10 spots for Raw, 10 spots for SmackDown, 10 for NXT. That's not a bad idea for both matches, both women's and men's.
Yeah, it's a great idea to evenly divide it up, and it elevates NXT, which I think is the goal of their current marketing campaign. They really want to elevate NXT so that way they get more eyeballs on it, and it also gives Vince McMahon a hard boner anytime it beats AEW in the ratings.
Yeah. But no, Vince, get out! You're done. You're fucking up your own product.
People have been saying that for decades.
The minute Triple H takes the entire company over, things are going to be better.
I just have to wonder, if he starts running Raw and SmackDown, then who runs NXT?
I must shrug at that idea. I'm shrugging.
Clearly, it must be only one man.
Who?
Bro. I'm not saying Matt Riddle.
But you're not saying Matt Riddle.
The other wrestling personality says bro a lot. Bro.
T-Dub?
NXT title on a pole match.
T-Dub, you keep going with that gimmick. I will hang up this call. I will send you to the timeout corner. We do not need Vince Russo fucking up another wrestling company. Especially a good one like NXT.
That's me in the corner. That's me in the spot. Lie. Losing my religion.
What the hell does REM have to do with it?
You said corner, and so that put the song in my head.
Ah. All right, fair enough. Jesus.
Doomslayer likes the idea.
No. and the RVT bot working overtime on this one. Mike, Doomslayer got out of the box again.
All right, so is it time for the email?
It is indeed time for your emails, comments of the week. You can send them to the WrestleCast at gmail.com. And we begin, ladies and gentlemen, with, well, you know who it is. It's the one email we get all the time. Tito!
French! What a rush!
Nice.
Also, yes, Jason.
Oh, Jake Hawkins. Vince
Russo versus Matt Riddle.
A bro on a pole match. Now, what does the bro how do you represent bro in this? One of Matt Riddle's bro trunks? Or literal Hulk Hogan on a pole? Brother!
Does that mean you get to beat him like he's a piñata?
And Ferrara taking over Nigel McGuinness as piñata, Oklahoma. Piñata!
Stick!
God damn it, we're putting over Vince Russo WCW ideas on our show. Stop it.
Also, we just put over Oklahoma.
Oh God, this is the kind of show we're having tonight, folks. What can I tell you? Oh God, okay. Hello, everyone, says French Otaku. It's going to be a rough end to 2019 for me. I'm dealing with a massive strike in the entire country. Outside of that, I have to deal with a pay-per-view that I'm not ready to watch because I'm bored with the main product. You know, it's a bad thing when there's no matches I'm looking forward to for this Sunday. Well, let's get it over with. TLC 2019, I don't care for the build-up nor the hype since there is none. Let's get through it quickly. Raw Tag Belts Open Challenge. The Jobber Raiders, I call them that because since most of the matches are squash matches, not a good way to hype up Raymond Rowe and Hanson. And Evil Reverend, what the hell did I return to? Oh yeah, Wrestle Cast. He must have come in during our fantasy booking Vince Russo versus Matt Riddle with a bro on a pole thing.
I believe you mean the Viking. Don't mention the war experience, Raiders.
Thank you, Ollie Davis of Royal Wrestle Talk. It was spoiled on the internet that it'll be Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster, but they quickly deleted the image. My pick would be the Street Profits, only to lose to the Raiders. I will say this. Andrews, Morgan Webster, if that's what it turns out to be that, not a bad pick.
Just don't squash them this time.
Don't squash them. Yeah, absolutely do not squash those two guys. They deserve a 10-minute match at least on pay-per-view, please.
Especially after the match they had a takeover where they had this heartwarming victory. It was so fantastic.
They've earned it.
Why
See, Vince, you're making Tito sad in his head place.
It's just so sad how much Vince clearly doesn't care about the UK talent.
Jesus Christ, the way they buried him is stupid. Anyway.
Moving on.
Moving right along. Tiger Knee versus Roadhouse, a.k.a. Buddy Murphy versus Aleister Black. You know, Buddy is not from Thailand. I know Buddy is not from Thailand, but that's the only pun I have that doesn't involve Kenny Omega. Anywho, sorry, Buddy. You're about to get Roadhouse on the head. Women's tag team belts in a TLC match. Kabuki Warriors against 2/3 of PCB. Oh God, I said it. Becky Charlotte Page. Oh, God damn it. Yeah. First of all, what are you doing with Beckers? She doesn't have an opponent for a Raw Women's belt. Closest person would be Asuka, who still has got her numbers since last year, but nope. Stuck in a TLC match with her rival Charlotte for the tag belts. How? Why? I don't know. In fairness, though, not the worst booking we've seen out of the four. I expect the Kabuki Warriors to retain due to outside interference. Has to be Ronda Rousey. Spelled Drowsey. Everyone's favorite spirit animal versus Bobo Lashley in a tables match. Fucking end this feud! End!
You need to get the
Fuck
MST
that, the
through
fourth
K
segment on Raw.
You really need to get the MST through K button, Matty.
I do. There's a bunch of buttons I need to get. Let's be honest here. SmackDown Tag Belts, New Day versus #FTR. They just announced it with no fanfare and out of nowhere. New Day's retained. Don't care much about this match. And that is sad. Baron Von Corbin versus the Big Dog in a TLC match. So how much do I care about this match? After showing a freaking dog mask and throwing dog food on Roman, I don't give a rat's ass about this feud, let alone this match. Roman wins, LOL. And it's even more painful with a rumor he'll be the one to defeat the Fiend at WrestleMania 36.
Well, after the way Roman's getting treated, he deserves a WrestleMania victory.
You know what? Let's be honest here. You're throwing dog food at a guy who's supposed to be one of your big main event guys. You damn well better give him a goddamn big win. Let's be honest. Bray Wyatt's a heel.
And on top of that, a year ago, a year ago, we didn't know whether this guy was going to live or not. And now here he is, getting dog food poured on him.
If there's, and yeah, Bray Wyatt is a heel. If it wasn't made completely obvious with his feud with The Miz. Let's be honest, the Fiend is the good part. The Firefly Funhouse host, bit of a creep. That's heel territory, folks. We like him, but he's supposed to be a heel. His job is to get heat. Get as much heat as possible so when the babyface kicks his ass, everyone pops. That's the goal. You were eventually going to have to hate the Fiend, folks. That's the reality. Speaking of Bray's first form versus Mizanin, I wish I would care about the match, but I don't. Even with Bray playing mind games on Miz, showing up a picture of him with his quote family, Bray has to win even without his Fiend mode, which I think is actually a good idea.
Did someone say Fiend mode?
God damn it, did you really have to do that?
If I didn't, Mike Show would.
Mike, you're in the chat. Would you have done that if T-Dub didn't? Anyway. But it shows that both are lethal. Both Bray's Mr. Rogers gimmick and the Fiend. It both have to be effective. So I kind of agree with what French Otaku says. Winners, congratulations to Matt Hardy giving birth, or Rebby Hardy. He wrote down, congratulations to Matt Hardy for giving birth to his third son, Bartholomew Hardy.
That's right! With my power of broken brilliance, I am the first man to give birth, and it was wonderful!
He obviously meant Rebby Hardy, but congratulations to both, is obvious. Bartholomew Hardy, Bart Hardy. Gotta shut up there and move on. Can't imagine all three doing wrestling when they become an adult. AEW and NXT, who got a tie in the ratings? Gotta say, both of them did a great show overall. Speaking of NXT, congratulations to Garza Jr., who now is a new Cruiserweight champion, and asked his girlfriend to marry her, and she said yes. Double whammy of awesomeness. He is eligible. Is he eligible for the Pete Dunne's medal? For those who don't know, I believe he's referring to this. The Pete Dunne
Award for manly men doing manly things.
We need the expert here. We need Shin Tiger Curl for this, and I don't think he's in the chat right now. We'll double check.
Also, can we get a new Cruiserweight towel that has the NXT logo?
Yeah, it would make sense. Not in the chat room right now. So we will need the Shin Tiger Curl to confirm that first. But as soon as we do confirm it, we'll let you know about that. Batista and the NWO joining the 2020 Hall of Fame. He said 2019. About time for the NWO for life. The video NXT, what the fans want versus what corporate wants, pretty much sums up everything we bitched about the product, and it wasn't surprising that WWE wants to put the brand up as a top star instead of, the wrestlers. And I do fear for the future of NXT. I have not heard of that video, actually.
Neither have I. I shall look it up eventually.
I will be doing so after the program. Loser is the release of these four people: Luke Harper, Hunico, aka the second Sin Cara, and the Ascension, the suspension of Epico and Robert Roode for breaking their first violation of a wellness policy. Not that glorious for them. The passing of Rene Goulet, who has now been made official. He's passed away on May 25th, and sincere condolences to his friends and family. Lana receiving death threats on the internet. First off, not cool. Second, I know the storyline is shit and cringy, but don't blame it on the wrestlers. Tyrus, a.k.a. Brodus Clay, being sued for sexual harassment. He's innocent until proven guilty, of course, but if that's true, that's not cool for the Funkasaurus. That's it. Enjoy TLC. No, go ahead.
It's a bit creepiness there, Tyrus. You want to keep yourself to yourself?
Do we need to get Chris Hansen on the phone there, buddy?
Do you need to take a seat? Do you need to take a seat, sir? Do you want to have a seat?
Yeah. Join Onision over there.
Don't you had to remind me of that creepy bastard.
My friend, we need to remind him because we need to remember he's a fucking creep. And because the minute we forget, he's going to get away with it.
Well, that's true, I suppose.
Kind of the reason why we keep bringing up Michael Elgin as a fucking asshole.
That he is.
That's it. Enjoy TLC for what it is. And good fucking night, says French. Otaku. There you go. And by the way, we will not stop bringing up the fact that Hulk Hogan is a, well, C-U-N-D. Because OSW
See you
will do
next
that.
Tuesday?
Cunt. Come on, OSW gimmick. You're the one who brought it up in the first place.
What's an OSW?
Jay Hunter, Mr. OCV1. This one's for you. T-Dub, Dave! Anyway. Those
can see stars.
Those are your emails and comments of the week. You can send them at the WrestleCast@gmail.com. We will return with a brief preview of Final Battle 2019 and a general preview of tables, ladders, and bullshit. I mean, tables, ladders, TLC, tables, ladders, and clusterfucks. I mean, chairs. I mean, bullshit.
Only 3 stars. Fuck you, Dave Mel.
We'll be right back.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Can't believe this little Rudy Pucciabroni has stolen all the Rock's signature moves.
He walks like the Rock. He talks like the Rock. He's got the rock bottom, the people's elbow, the people's eyebrow.
That's gimmick infringement.
That ain't right.
He's even got the millions and the millions of the Rock's fans playing this video game.
The Rock, know your role and shut your mouth. Over 50 WWF superstars, all their signature moves and talks, plus entrances, cage matches, and create a wrestler. WrestleMania 2000.
You like pancakes?
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Dave Chappelle here. I'm setting this guy up on a blind date to show that right guard extreme sport works under the most extreme conditions. Ladies! You gotta get a number, dog. See? Extreme protection against odor and wetness. Love hurts. Goes on clear, doesn't quit. You guys are really hitting it off.
Right Guard Extreme Sport. Get extreme. Get Right Guard.
Call us. Reverend will. Thank you.
This is WMOB Mobile. 12 on your channel dial and 12 in the TV ratings.
What do you want from me? I've been asking myself that for a long time now because you see, you and I, we used to get along. We used to see things eye to eye, and then somewhere along the way, it all went wrong, and I'm trying to figure out why. Why? I did everything right. I don't take nights off. I fight through injuries every single time I walk through that curtain and I get in that ring. I lay it all on the line for each and every one of you. I stick my neck out for you guys. And not just in the ring, but in the media too. And what do I get? What do I get? I get spit on, I get disrespected, and I'm sick of it. I came out here last week, and I told Kevin Owens, I told you guys, I had nothing to do with the AOP, and that was the truth. But once again, the truth is not good enough for you. So tell me, in 2019, what is good enough for you people? What is good enough for you? I beat Brock Lesnar not once, but twice. Brought the Universal title back to Raw for you. And that was still not enough. Your negativity has become a self-fulfilling prophecy. And that self-fulfilling prophecy has turned your fiction into fact. It has turned me to stand side by side with two men who understand. It has turned me to stand side by side with the AOP.
And we're back here on the Wrestle Cast, presented by RVT Entertainment on TheRookTV.com, PodMac.com, YouTube, Twitch.tv/RVT Entertainment, podcast and places, all that good stuff. Matty and TWK here with you as per usual. Why, oh why did we turn your back on you, Sith? The evil Reverend said it best in the chat. Why? Why? Check your damn Twitter, Tyler, and by check, I mean close. Actually, I don't have the button, because I know we use it a lot on the monastery as well. But there is a particular, if I can find it real quick, there's a particular Dave Chappelle situation that I think makes absolute sense.
Any moment now.
Yeah, any moment now, but YouTube is not cooperating, so I'm going to have to Google it. Which is, well, I don't want to say it. I want to say, okay, Google. Then I, again, already did. Give me a second.
Matty Jay is searching on the YouTube world.
Alright, here we are. So let's do some good. Aha!
Why treat the customer this way? Why? Because fuck them, that's why.
There it is. A little bit of a stretch there, but there it is.
So, Tables, ladders, chairs, oh my.
Yipper. So before we do anything else, there's another pay-per-view going on. Well, two more, actually. We already covered the first one, NWA Into the Fire, which is tomorrow, if you so wish to, so desire to watch it. I've chosen not to, because I'm trying to save whatever money I have left for the trip. But Ring of Honor is having a show tonight, in case you're absolutely wondering what the heck is going on. They got 10 matches for Final Battle. The pay-per-view includes Dalton Castle and Joe Hendry, local hero, taking on Silas Young and Josh Woods. Red Titus versus Kenny King. Angelina Love versus Maria Manic. And by the way, there is no women's Women of Honor Championship match because of concussions. And you fucking fired your women's champion, you fucking idiots. One match out of the whole card. Ladies, I'm going to tell you something. Jeff Cobb versus Dan Math, Villain Enterprises, Marty and Flip taking on Bandito and Flamita. If I'm saying that correctly. Shane Taylor versus Dragon Lee for the Ring of Honor World Television title. I could tell you, it's been reported on the Twitter and in the social medias that there is a new television champion in Dragon Lee. Matt Taven versus Vincent. Mark Haskins versus Bully Ray in a street fight. The Briscoes taking on Briscoe Brothers versus Jay Lethal and Jonathan Gresham. Not a bad tag team, actually. For the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions. And Ring of Honor is continuing with actually continuing with Dragon Lee. The Ryu Lee is in conjunction with New Japan.
And holy shit, this main event result.
It did just finish. Yeah, Rush versus PCO for the Ring of Honor World title. Don't tell me PCO actually won it.
Your winner and
no.
Ring of Honor World Champion, PCO.
Pierre Carl Ouellet, 50 plus years old, or young in this case, I guess. Okay.
Which means PCO ended the undefeated streak.
I'm of two minds of this. As a wrestling fan who favors long streaks be ended for a reason and for a good one, this is going to prove a little controversial. As a Canadian fan who's been converted into a PCO fan in the last couple of years, holy fucking shit, that's a turnaround.
Also, quite the short title reign for Rouge.
Yeah, something. There's some contracts ending. You could smell it there, but that is for another day here. PCO New World Champ. I gotta watch. You know what? I'm gonna have to find a way to watch that now.
Also, Mario Scurll lost a tag match for Final Battle, which means I guess he's out the door.
The contract's done. He's obviously flat on his back, as tradition dictates. Yeah, I'm gonna have. Yeah, I didn't refresh it because I didn't want to read the actual results, but I may as well refresh it now. See what the hell happened. And yeah, there it is. New World Champion PCO on the wiki. And Lethal and Jonathan Gresham, New World Tag Champs. Okay.
And that was the only belt that Lethal hadn't won. The tag belts. Now he's won them. Now he's literally won all the belts.
He's Triple Crown champ. He's got the Ring of Honor Triple Crown. Well, while we're here, we may as well read the whole thing before we get the actual TLC while we're at it. Young and Woods over Castle and Joe Hendry. Sad face. King versus Red Titus. Kenny King won. Jeff Cobb over Dan Math. Bandito and Flip. Do you want to watch this, by the way? I just realized I'm spoiling the damn matches for you.
I don't watch Ring of Honor, so go ahead.
Wow, all right, that's a damning statement, if nothing else. At the beginning of the year, you would have daved me for spoiling this.
It's Ring of Honor. Don't care.
Anymore. Don't care anymore. Anyway, Bandito and Flamita over at Villain Enterprises, as you mentioned. Vincent over Matt Taven. Mark Haskins with Vicky Haskins over Bully Ray in the street fight. They added Alex Shelley versus Colt Cabana. So it's 11 matches. So Alex Shelley over Colt Cabana. Maria Maddock defeated Angelina Love. So Wikipedia has it as Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee over Shane Taylor for the Ring of Honor World Television title. Lethal and Gresham for the World Tag titles. They got in PCO. Let me click on that real quick. Age 51. New World Champion in Ring of Honor. Jesus, I don't know if that qualifies him as comeback of the year or not now. It's definitely a story.
And what are we doing the best and worst of?
That is 27th.
All right.
Time to do some research, bro, dude. Holy shit. Yeah, we might have to watch Final Battle, dude.
You can watch Final Battle.
You're not?
I have no interest in the Ring of Honor product at the moment.
To be fair, neither do I, but you tell me PCO became the world champion. Holy balls. And by the way, Noob and Co., this is the wrong show. We're not the video games cast, but I didn't watch Video Games Awards because I was doing the recap. A much better program, if you ask me.
I thought Video Game Awards this year was okay, but not as good as last year's.
So our show was better. So our show last night was better than their show. That's confirmation enough. Thanks, T-Dub.
But did your show have the reveal of The Wolf Among Us 2?
No, but we had Easy reacting poorly to Roxy's death.
Who?
Avatar Roxy, not the Roxy. Power Rangers joke.
Who's
Moving on.
That one went right over my head.
Yeah, right over your head. And Nibico said, well, yes, yeah, because ROH sucks. Well, they've been sucking lately. Not gonna lie. Not gonna defend that, but after reading those results, I'm like, I want to see what the fuck happened. Was the crowd with the results here? Because that PCO should have been either a big pop or a big boo. There is no middle ground. If there is some middle ground, Ring of Honor is in trouble. But that is something for, I might do it next week, like a quick review. Maybe not a full quick review, but it'll be in the news. We'll put it in the news for next week. Anyway, on to what we're supposed to talk about here. Did I miss something?
No, just let's say, yeah, let's get on to tables, ladders, and bears.
Oh, you mean, oh, come on, cooperate. Come on, stupid Windows. Don't you mean tables, ladders, and... Bears! Oh, my! Anyway,
that one?
It's been a while. We actually bring it up every time a bear mech goes on Tokarif, so we do bring it up frequently nowadays, last time I checked, but that's another story for another day. Tables, ladders, and chairs, oh my, December 15th from the Target Center, from the Target Center, from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Plenty of good seats still available. They ain't selling that fucker out, I'll tell you that much. Let's see, here's how this whole thing snipes out. Their main event is a tables, ladders, and chairs match, but not for the women's championship, or women's tag team championships. They start with Eric and Ivar, the Viking, don't mention the law experience, Raiders. Taking on an opponent to be determined. It is an open challenge, as I mentioned. Raw Tag Team Championships.
It's clearly going to be Edge and Christian.
No. Though I will say this though. I would pop if that were to happen. Not gonna lie. Newman Co is calling AOP. We've heard rumors of Flash Morgan Webster and fuck, I already forgot the other name. Mark Andrews and Flash Morgan Webster out of NXT UK. This is obviously they're setting up as like, hey, doesn't matter who's on the other corner. It's the Viking Raiders. That's what I'm calling.
Yep, calling the Viking experience.
Yep. Please end this stupid match. I'm sorry, tables match. Rusev versus Bobby Lashley with Lana. Can we end this, please?
Yes.
Like, in the vicinity of fucking now.
Have Rusev win and just end this. Yeah.
Because here's the thing. It's at the top of the list for worst feud of the year. And definitely one of the worst angles of the year. If this has anywhere near of a stench of this is going to continue, fuck you, it is outright winning worst feud of the year. But that hopefully will not happen. You will end this feud. You will end it fucking Sunday. With Rusev winning, hopefully. That would be much preferable. The Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane. I love the fact that they have a theme. Don't know if I like it. It's probably going to have to grow on me a little bit, but... Asuka, Kairi Sane taking on Becky Lynch, the Raw Women's Champion, and Charlotte Flair, who happens to be a person. Tables, ladders, and chairs. Raw Women's Tag Team... Raw Women's Tag Team Champion. There's only one set of Tag Team Championships. What the fuck am I doing? WWE Women's Tag Team Championship.
Keep it on the Warriors.
Keep it on the Warriors, and please, ladies, have a good one, have a safe one. Please do.
See you guys later. Have a good night.
Yipper. Aleister Black versus Buddy Murphy. 1, don't put it on the pre-show. 2, give these guys 15 minutes. You might have match of the night there.
Very well could. These
guys have been building. It's like the one match that's been proper built. Ironically enough.
Finally, somebody is here to pick a fight with Aleister Black.
And Buddy Murphy is making is probably want to try to send you a virtual beer for that, because he's been doing exactly that on Raw to fuck with him. Cool. I'm picking Aleister Black, but give him 15 minutes and give him match of the night. If that's in that case, they have the ability to do that.
Yep, I imagine Aleister Black is going to kick the fuck out of Buddy Murphy's head.
Now, here's what I find strange. Bray Wyatt versus The Miz, not The Fiend, just regular old Bray Wyatt, the one you see on TV in the Firefly Funhouse. Universal Champion, taking on The Miz, but it's not advertised as a championship match.
Which makes no sense whatsoever. Like, just why is there no title match? Why is there no singles title match on this entire show?
I get it. Like, this is the last pay-per-view of the year. No one really cares. It's the holidays, but it doesn't mean you show the lack of effort, guys. Come on. Pretty sure Bray Wyatt says, put the belt on the line, for God's sakes. We all know I'm winning. Or maybe that's why, then. No, I don't know.
It's really just... Well, I don't know how to properly articulate just how dumb this is. I'm trying.
You know, it's just... You know, you're not going to hear it through my speakers, but I do actually have a button for that, believe it or not. I believe it is... No, it is. Hang on, so I need to go here. Oh, no, it's in the tees. It's in the tees. I am a dumb. There we go. There we go. So this is our...
You were literally too stupid to insult me.
I don't know if you heard it, but you are literally too stupid to insult.
I've never understood why you would put a champion on a pay-per-view match, one-on-one, and have it be non-title. It's like,
Yeah,
what have you been building to then? If not, change
and there's
your match?
there's no Bailey, there's no Sasha Banks. So essentially the highest belt on the line are the tag belts.
They're the only belts on. There's no singles belt.
No,
on this
no
pay-per-view.
IC, no US. So they're building toward. They're probably thinking of building towards Randy Orton versus AJ Styles. Whether that's for a title or not, we don't know. Oh wait, Rey Mysterio's not on the card. We should mention this was put together after Raw, but before SmackDown. So let me just refresh here real quick, because. Okay, it has not changed. I have to make sure because things change, especially after a SmackDown. But this whole idea of putting this match, this card together, same week of the pay-per-view is fucking stupid. Yet another reason why Vince needs to fucking leave. Anyway, Bray Wyatt to win because you got to put over the hot act, and like it or not, whether. They did their damn well best to fuck up the Fiend, but no, still a hot act. Bray Wyatt. Unless I'm wrong, of course. New Day. Oh, did you want to say something on this?
No.
No, you want to move on. New Day, Big E and Kofi Kingston defending the SmackDown tags, taking on the Revival, Dawson and Wilder.
New Day, I guess.
This is a ladder match, by the way.
So hopefully we'll see some entertaining stuff from these two. These two can put on one hell of a match. It's just a shame they've been put together so many times that I've been hearing so many people say they're starting to lose interest with this feud.
Mm-hmm. And in the purported main event, I'm calling New Day to retain as well. Kofi should have kept the belt to the end of the year, but put a belt on Kofi and keep it to the end of the year. It's bullshit, but I have to take it. Well, I don't have to take it. I haven't watched Raw, and I have not watched SmackDown this week. And to be honest, I didn't want to watch NXT. I'm glad I did, because that was a hell of a main event. Triple threat and all that stuff. Anyway, main event, Roman Reigns versus King Corbin, tables, ladders, and chairs.
I'm not sure what they could be climbing for.
It's probably one of those, like, tables, ladders, and chairs are involved. It's pretty much a glorified no DQ match at this point.
They're going to have them climb for dog food, aren't they?
No, they're not. It's going to be, like, pinfall submission, all that shit.
That's the way we want to see it, but remember, the mind of McMahon. They're going to be climbing for dog food. I can almost see it.
Every bone in my body wants to Dave you, but god damn it, you're not wrong.
When you think about McMahon and his level of humor, and the fact they've already set the dog food on last week's SmackDown, it just feels like the way Vince would end this feud. Roman's gonna get the dog food. They support on Corbin. I love it. It's such good shit. If they have any good energy at all in their body, they'll have Roman win this match, end the feud, move on. Roman deserves better than this.
He does. He fucking does. Like, we don't care if this overpushes him again and he gets booed out of the building, but he deserves better than King goddamn Corbin. There's a reason why they call Baron Corbin's a mid-card vortex. Over at Wrestle Talk, they do that. Corbin's a good heel, but he's a mid-carder at best.
And yet Vince sees him as the absolute top main event guy to feud with. First Seth Rollins, now Roman Reigns. God damn it, stop it! And here's the thing, I like Corbin. I do, but just
he's a good
stop
heel.
Misusing
he's
him.
A great heel, but he's a mid-carder. It's been repeatedly proven that he is a ratings dropper every time he's involved in a main event deal.
They really need to drop him down to the mid-card. They really do.
They really do. It's this is not a knock on Corbin. He's a great heel, but he's a mid-carder. That's just a reality. It's a provable reality. And Lord, I know Dark Moore. Okay, Lord Doomslayer. Okay, Mike, I know you're joking around on this one, in that a can of food is going to be the #1 contender for the Universal title. Mike, I know it's you behind the Lord Doomslayer. We're going to break kayfabe on this one because you joke. I have to. You joke, but I'm going to have to back up D-Dub's words on this. You joke, but this is Vince McMahon we're talking about. He would legit think about a can of food facing Bray Wyatt. He would.
And then Triple H has to tackle him before he gets to Gorilla and make the call.
Steph, call the Steph. Call
the asylum.
Call the asylum. Call the board. He's finally lost his shit. He wants Alpo to win the world title. He wants the Caesars brand.
All right, it's time to get our winners and losers before
How
we lose our
fucking
minds.
sad is that we're making dog food jokes on a wrestling show? State of your company in 29 goddamn teens. God damn it.
It's a sad state of affairs, really. So let's get to our winners and losers before we...
Let's do losers. Go ahead first. But
losers, WWE, if they continue with this ridiculous Reigns and Corbin feud past 2019. Right? Just if they continue this feud past 2019, just no. Don't do it. That's my loser.
Lana, Lashley, if they continue that love triangle on the dog food bullshit past TLC, I mean, who am I kidding? They're winning worst company of the year, full stop. But Jesus Christ. There's a part of me that wants to give worst feud promotion of the year the Ring of Honor, but WWE keeps going, we gotta win everything, damn it. Oh, trust me, Vince. You're goddamn about to again. Not for a good reason. Let's do winners. I'm pissed off as it is.
AEW and NXT for delivering on a weekly basis. Congrats, lads and lads.
And tying. That's not a bad thing in this case. That's actually decent.
That's not a bad thing. That's
a good thing.
Creepy smile.
Creepy smile. Diamond Dallas Page. Come on, people. But that's it. That's all your winners?
Yep. Short,
all right. A lot of people, Friends Are Talking was naming Luke Harper a loser. Now, hey, if you're Luke Harper, yeah, you're gone. But that's you got the 90-day thing. But he's still a winner because he got what he's wished for finally. And along with the Ascension, who are doing flat out next to nothing. Anyway, now 90 more days of rest and relaxation. And off to the indie circuit, where they will do much better. And so will Luke Harper. And hopefully Hunico as well. That would be awesome. Cultaholic for Don't You Forget About Keith. Don't you forget about Keith. Bray Wyatt. Because, simply as that. OSW review. For obvious reasons, the new episode was dropped today. And it is a good one, as per usual. Piper Niven, get well soon. AEW and NXT. Good job. Keep it up. Looking forward to the winter finale for both of you. Seth Rollins for finally turning goddamn heel. About fucking time, you fucking idiot. And Maxwell Jacob Freeman, who has cut promo of the year. That promo at the top of the show. Not all good promos need to be babyface promos, folks. Proof is right there. The proof is right there. That said, T-Dub, I believe you're still working on that new video, aren't you?
It has been out for quite a few days. My worst in the year of 2019 in the world of professional wrestling. It's a damn near 20-minute rant by yours truly. And I think it is at least somewhat entertaining.
One would hope so, right?
It seems to be getting a positive response from those that watch it. So to those that have, thank you very much.
There you go. As of course, the next video when TW releases it, you could see it just a little bit earlier if you support TWK's Patreon, patreon.com/TWK reviews. All stuff there. So first, I got my tip jar as well. PayPal.me/Matty Jay 316. All donations are optional, but very much appreciated, especially around this time. I'm going to GDQ, and I'm going to come in there with a white wallet. I appreciate all donations now. That would be much appreciated. You could follow us on Twitter at MattyJ316, and of course at MattyJ316 and at TWK Official. Excuse me. I'm also on Instagram at MattyJ316. T-shirts, streamlabs.com/RVT Entertainment/merch. Mugs, caps, t-shirts, bags, all that good stuff. Buy the merch, as per usual. Emails go to thewrestlecast@gmail.com. And we're back here next week. Review of TLC and all that good stuff. And then 2 weeks from now, the best and worst of 2019. I'm gonna send you those files before we split for the evening there, T-Dub. As okay. I think it's thinking time. I think it's about to start. I think it's about that time there. That being said, we thank you as per usual. If I can find the damn thing to send this on. There we go. You guys, thank you very much for tuning in and saying hi to us as per usual. On behalf of my good buddy TWK.
Until next time, this is TWK of TWK Reviews telling you to work your gimmick.
My name is Matty Jay, reminding you to help professional wrestling. Support your independent promotion as soon as possible. TLC review next week, 2 weeks from now. The best and worst of 2019. It'll be a busy couple of weeks. And of course, the week after, Wrestle Kingdom, the preview. I'm looking forward to the next those 2 weeks. Next week, we'll see what happens. A lot can happen. They're talking there might be more releases. So, out of the WWE, so.
Release Mike Canales. Release Mike Canales. Release Mike Canales. Let him be free!
You know what's funny?
Free thumbing.
You know what's funny? About a decade ago, we were chanting, "Don't fire Eric! Don't fire Eric!" Now we're going, "Please fire Eric! Please fire Eric!" Because he's doing nothing.
Just wasting him.
You're wasting him.
How is it like everywhere else Eric Young's been to?
Nikki Cross had a title reign this year. Big Damo's knocking it out on NXT TV.
Matt Van Fulton's killing it on Impact.
And Eric Young's a jobber with like a muttering gimmick. So yeah, please fire Eric. Please fire Eric. The irony.
Let's just end the show. I'm about to go.
Yeah, let's. Manager reminding all professional wrestling sports in a promotion as soon as possible. I already said the gimmick probably better. Have a good one. Have a safe one. Please fire Eric. Please fire. Have a good one. Bye, everybody. Bye.
for me? I've been asking myself that for a long time now because you see, you and I, we used to get along.